Faith when you can't see the evidence. 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 7 says, "For we walk by faith and not by sight." I welcome you back to Jodats for Christ. So today I want to continue our conversation on the topic of faith. If you watch my previous video, we talk on the power of faith, believing before you see. So today I want to go a little deeper into the topic of faith. There is this kind of faith that is easy to talk about when everything is going well. You can see it. So you can easily say that I believe God will do it because you can see the picture, right? But what happens when you're afraid? You've believed, you've waited, but nothing seems to be changing. What happens when God has promised you a thing and you have waited for so long? You are really believing that thing that God has said it. It seems this is the right time. I have waited enough. I have been believing, and my faith in God is deep. I love God so much. And the circumstances is opposite. That kind of faith. That is where genuine faith is tested. And that is what I really want us to talk about today. Faith when you can't see the evidence. Faith does not mean you don't have problems. That is not faith. Faith is actually having problems, but believing and trusting the one that is with you. The disciples saw the storms, David saw Goliath, Peter saw the waves. Abraham saw that the circumstances around him was so impossible. Abraham, Peter, David, the Israelites, they all saw what was bigger than them. They saw that the circumstances around them was the opposite of what God told them, of what they trusted God for. So faith is what you are going through now is different from what you are saying. But you now having confidence, having trust that the God that I serve is bigger and greater than the circumstances around me, than what I am seeing right now. That is faith. The real faith we're talking about. You may look at your situation right now, the situation around you right now, and say, there is no way for me. But there is a way with God. I know. I'm sure. Faith works before it sees. 2 Corinthians 5 verse 7. It says, "For we walk by faith and not by sight." So faith is not sitting. You don't see faith by sitting, not by talking, but by walking. You have to get up. You have to move. You have to do something before you can see. Sometimes God will not show you the old road. He will just show you the next step. And Abraham is a perfect example for this. When God told Abraham, he said, "Leave your country to a place that I will show you." God did not say, "Leave your country and go to a place that I have shown you." No. Say, "To a place that I will show you." And Abraham went. Abraham didn't say, God, no, you have to show me that place before I leave. God did not show Abraham everything. He didn't show Abraham his destination. He just said, "Go and I will leave your country and I will show you." And Abraham left. He moved. He said, "God, no, you must show me before I know where I'm going to." Abraham left. Abraham didn't say, God, no, tell somebody, send somebody to come and pick me, to take me to that place. No, Abraham left. Abraham left. Abraham, he left. He went, and God was guiding him until he got to that place that God really wanted him to go. That is the kind of faith we're talking about. You don't have the clear picture. You don't know the destination. You don't have the evidence at all. But you are trusting God. You know that God cannot fail me. I say, God, I don't know everything, but I trust the one who knows everything. Faith does not require you to know the end of the journey. Faith only requires you to believe God, that the God that has called me will show me the right way, you guide me. Faith is simply obeying God, even though you don't know where He's taking you to, but obey Him. Obey Him first. Faith is obedience. Like I shared in my last video, when God asked me to resign, when He asked me to resign, I didn't know where God would be taking me, but I resigned. I obeyed God because I trust God, because I know He's a good God. He has never failed me and He will never fail me. So I trust God, and I will trust God forever. You can imagine Noah built before he saw the rain. In Hebrews chapter 11, verse 7, you remember when God told him an ark, that there was going to be a flood. You see, and Noah started building the ark without an evidence. There was no rain at all. He didn't even say that there was going to be rain. God just told him to build it. And he didn't say, okay, let me wait till I started seeing when the cloud, you understand, when I started seeing the rain, when it's about to, no. But it started immediately without seeing anything that should prompt him to do it. He only obeyed God and he started building the ark. And I'm very sure that people will go to him that, Noah, what are you doing? I'm building an ark. Why? God told me to build it, that there's going to be flood. And there will be like flood. Look at this kind now. It's not raining. There is nothing like it. There was no evidence. But Noah obeyed God and started building the ark. He started building it. He obeyed God. He trusted that for God to tell me, it means that it will happen. So why do I start now? Why do I need to wait until I started seeing that, okay, something is about to happen? There was no sign at all before he started. That is the kind of faith we're talking about. You see, faith sometimes means obeying God, while others don't understand what you are doing. They don't understand why you are praying. They don't understand why you are waiting. They don't understand why you are still believing. But the truth is, they don't really have to understand. If God has spoken a thing, yours is to take responsibility. That is faith. Trusting God. You don't need them. God didn't talk to them, so they don't have to trust you. God didn't talk to them, so they don't have to help you to believe God. You are the one God spoke to, right? So you don't need anybody. You don't need your husband to help you on that assignment. You don't need your wife to assist you on that project. You don't need your children to encourage you, to say, oh, mom, you're doing well. Oh, daddy, wow, I'm proud of you. You don't need your neighbor to say, wow, I'm proud of her. You don't need your colleague to say, wow, I'm going to support her. You don't need anybody. God is speak to them. God spoke to you, so it is your own responsibility. You don't need your parents to say, okay, I trust you, my daughter. I trust you, my son. I know you do well. I'll be there for you. I'll be praying with you. You don't need them. You only need God. You only need to trust God. You only need to obey. You only need to keep trusting God. Faith does not deny reality. Let me make something clear. Faith does not mean you should say, I don't have a problem. When you really have a problem, that is not faith. You know you have a problem. You are now denying that reality that I don't have any problem. That is not faith. Faith is you knowing that you have a problem, but you trust that though I have this problem, but I know my God. I know this issue will not last. So faith does not mean pretending. Faith does not mean, denying the reality. Faith simply means you saying, this is my reality now, but I know God's power can conquer this. I know how powerful my God is, that He will take this problem away from me and He will give me the testimony. He will turn this situation around for my good. That is faith. Trusting God, knowing that God is more powerful than that problem, not denying it, not being fake. He said there are no temptations taking you, for such as is common to man. But God is faithful, who will not allow you to be tempted beyond what you are able. But He will, with the same temptation, make a way of escape that you may be able to deal with it. So there is a temptation, of course. And it says that when you go through the water, it will be with it. When you pass through the river, they will not overflow you. He said, when you go through the fire, they will not burn you. Neither shall the flame kindled upon you. You will go through that challenge is there. The problem is there. God didn't tell you you won't have a challenge. God won't tell you that your life will be perfect, that you will not go through storm. He has already told us. He said from the days of John the Baptist, the kingdom of heaven suffers violence, and only the violent take it by force. God did not promise us a life of no stress, a perfect life, no challenge. No. But he has provided everything that should help us to overcome. He said we will overcome. He will always make a way of escape. That was what God said. Oh. That is what God said. Okay. So there is always a solution. Accept you have it. I have issue. But I know my God, this situation is not bigger than God. Doctor may give you a report. Your business may be struggling. The money you have with you may not be enough to sustain you and your family. You know, life may not be fair with you. The door may appear closed. The situation may look impossible. But faith doesn't require you to lie about what you say. No. Faith is simply refusing to accept that what you see right now is bigger than your God. It is you knowing that my God is more powerful. My God can do this. My God can conquer this for me. Your circumstances may be real, but God's word is bigger and more powerful than the circumstances you are going through. Sometimes faith is waiting. And this is the hardest part of faith, the waiting. You have prayed, you have done everything that you should, you've obeyed God, you've been trusting God, you pray morning, afternoon, night, you pay offering, you do everything that you are meant to do, but you have not seen any changes. You are still on this same issue. The situation still remains because sometimes we believe God, but the answer doesn't come immediately, right? So when the answer is delayed, the enemy begins to whisper, hey, you have been praying. Do you know all that you have done? You are just wasting your time. Maybe God won't do it. Maybe you've heard wrong. Maybe you should give up. But Isaiah chapter 40, verse 31 says, for they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. Faith may require you to wait. Oftentimes you have to wait because God is working on something that you will enjoy, not the one that the devil will give to you that will take your peace. You can imagine a 2-year-old telling her father or his father that daddy, can I drive your car? You as a parent, if you're 1 year or okay, if you're 5 years, let me even just say 10 years, child comes to you that daddy, mommy, I want to drive your car. Can you hand over the car key to me? Will you do that? No. You simply tell him or her that hey, just wait till you are 18. I will allow you to drive. Don't worry, you will I'll even get to your own car. You give them the car key at that age because you don't want to destroy them. Because you know it is not good for them. Number one, they will not enjoy it. Number two, it can take their life. Number three, it will it will it's not good for them. So you won't hand over the key to them. You just wait. That is the same way God treats us. That's what God tells us, but we don't listen. I don't think we always pay attention after praying. That okay, I am done praying. Let me listen and hear what God will say. You hear that those prayers you have been praying that you haven't seen the manifestation. The first day you prayed, God has told you to wait. He has said, my darling, I know you need 50 million in your account right now. But if I give you now, you will misuse it. You will not enjoy it. They will come and rob you. People will come. They will take that money from you. Let me allow you to wait in. Can you wait in 5 years' time? You'll be able to enjoy what I have for you. In fact, I will give you more than that 50 million you're asking. I will give you more than that 2 million you're asking. I will give you something that you will use, then you will be in a place that you'll be able to manage it well. The people that will be with you will be real people. They will help you to manage it well. You will have more senses. You will have grown. You will have been more matured. You see, God talks to us. There is no day you pray to God that God doesn't respond to you. But we don't listen, we don't hear God because we're always in the hurry. Let me quickly pray. God, please give me that car. God, build a house for me. God, I need this. God, I need to have 10 million in my account before the end of this year 2026. But God is saying something else. So wait, my child, wait. I'll do it. Something greater than this. Oh God, I need to have my own children. I must conceive. I must give birth to my own child before the end of this year. Oh, God is saying, I don't want to give you that child yet. I don't want to give you a child that will take your life. Do you want me to give you that pregnancy now? That when it is time for you to give birth, something happens. That the child returns or you? No, I love you. My plans for you are of good and not of evil. My plan is to give you an expected end. Wait for me. The child I have for you, the children I have for you, they are glorious children. They are the one that will conquer and destroy the gates of hell. Just wait for me. They have the right time to come, and this is not the right time for them to come. I am working on them in heaven, and I am working on you too. Even on earth, I'm working on you. I want you to be a better person. I want you to know more about the kingdom of God. I want you to be filled with Holy Spirit. Before I give these children sensitive, you have to be more spiritually inclined before you can have them and take care of them rightly. I don't want the enemy to scatter their destiny. God is speaking. But we don't hear how God, no, I must be pregnant this thing. And we try to do whatever we can do just because we want to have it. Some people they can rob just because they want to have that money. Some people they can go steal, they can go and do anything just because they want to have that car, because they want to build that house, because they want to start that business. Some people they can sleep with anybody because they want to get that promotion. No, wait till the right time. Waiting is not necessarily wasted time. While we are waiting, God is working. He's doing something. But oftentimes we are always eager. God, I must see it, I must think about those here. It will keep the dream. But the fulfillment of that dream didn't happen immediately. There was a pit by his brothers. There was slavery, his brothers too. And there was prison, Potiphar's wife. So there was a long period where his circumstances looked completely opposite his promise. The promise he had received from God. But the dream was just standing. What he was going through, the pit, the slavery, the prison, didn't stop the dream. The dream was standing. God kept the dream, but he was still going through the delay. See, delay is not enough. Whatever you are going through, the delay you are going through right now doesn't mean that God is against you. The delay is preparing you. Delay is good. Delay is good because had it been Joseph became the prime minister at the same age that he had with him, how will he be able to manage it? No way. But God was growing Joseph. Joseph needed to be more mature. Joseph needed to grow more. Joseph needed to get to a certain age where you'll be able to do everything seamlessly without needing anybody to say, oh, let me guide you. Oh, you are too young to do this, you are too young to do that. I am your father, I can help you. God was building Joseph. God was, I think so that in prison, Joseph learned a lot in the prison. He needed to learn more. He needed more exposure. He needed to learn about people. He needed to know that you can be like this today and be like that tomorrow. He learned a lot from that. And everything he learned from the prison, even while he was Potiphar's wife, all the things he learned from his brothers, he was able to use them when he became the prime minister. So the circumstances you are going through right now, my brother, that challenge you are going through right now, my sister, good, you need it. What I'm going through right now, I need it. So you may be experiencing delay. Don't think God is against you. So remember, delay is not denial. It's because God is preparing you. God needs you to be more mature. God is working on me to be more mature. And it will turn to a testimony. I am Tommy Johnson, managing partner here at work. Kindly like, comment, and share. If this video has blessed you in any way, thank you. See you in my next video.